coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Hey man, shout out to everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support, man. Big love, man. Big love, man. Everybody out there on TBP Nation, man. Everybody who support this movement, everybody who support this platform. I got much love for you, man. Let's go. Let's keep it going. Spread the word, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend, man. We out here pushing P, positive energy, all the way down the line, 24/7, 365. Hey, man, let me educate y'all a little bit today, man. Let me educate you, man, of the do's and don'ts of taking a prison shower. The do's and don'ts of taking a prison shower. You heard what I said. Listen, I know most people on the street that heard all these myths, all these one don't drop the soap, woo woo woo. Well, it's some truth to that. You know what I'm saying? Dropping the soap, you know, not what y'all usually think. Oh, you drop the soap, somebody gonna do something to you or something like that. That ain't really what it is. That could happen. You know what I'm saying? That could happen, but it ain't really like that. It's more or less don't drop the soap because first and foremost, you know, you don't want nobody looking at you trying to pick the soap up. That's number one. Number two, man, I told y'all before, prison shower got to be one of the most dirtiest places on the planet. You heard me? So if that soap, which is ironic because it's soap, hit that floor, you don't want that soap no more, man. You must have staph infection, God knows what else. You understand? So that's more or less the reason why, you know what I'm saying, people say don't drop the soap in prison in 2025. You know what I'm saying? That's what it means in 2025. Don't drop it because the floors is nasty and you understand that and you learn that, you know. But man, listen. It's a lot of do's and don'ts in a prison shower. Number one, especially if you're in a community shower. Like you got some prisons now, you got the modern day prisons. They got the single showers. But then you got the older prisons, they got the group showers. It could be anywhere from 6 to 8 people in one shower, right? If you got 6 to 8 people in one shower, man, you got to understand me. I don't want you talking to me when I'm in the shower. I ain't trying to have no conversation about nothing. Whatever we got going on, whatever we can talk about, even if I'm cool with you, if we in the shower together, we can talk about that when we leave the shower. I'm not trying to sit here and talk to a man, he naked, I'm naked. That's just me. And a lot of people feel that way. But you got some dudes in there, they will conversate with a dude while they're in there in the shower, talking about sports, this, that, or the third, whatever. But it's usually a no-go. It's usually a no-no. You don't even really do that, man. Get in there, handle your business, clean yourself up, and get on up out there. You're around a bunch of naked dudes. You understand me? So that's a rule in the penitentiary, man. It should be understood. The bar should be understood. You ain't got no conversation with a dude when you naked. All right, now let me tell you one of the biggest no-nos in there, man. I'm telling you right now. Do not get in that prison shower with no dude, man, especially no community shower, man, and get no erection, dog. If you get an erection, if you in there with a real dude, you also gonna get some recreation. You understand me? Yeah, gunshots. You gonna get some action, man. Because I can't even tell you how many times dudes and got the wrecking in that shower because somebody in there getting an erection. You know what I'm saying? What did you get an erection for if you in the shower with a bunch of dudes? You know what I'm saying? So it's dudes that got the wrecking in there when it's 4-5 people in the shower and dude that got erection, man, and dudes that jumped on. But then normally it happens when you got a dude that's in the shower, you go up there, take a shower, you open the door, you realize somebody in there, you get in there, ain't nothing but you and him. If it's one of them freak bammers and you in the shower with him and he got an erection, boom. Now you asking yourself how you know he got an erection because you don't even supposed to be looking over it. But it's just your normal instincts gonna pop out even in your peripheral vision if you see, especially if somebody is washing themselves off and you see or get their feeling of this. It's something that you can feel, not even necessarily see. But if you confirm and see, you know, just in turning around and woo 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 and just it's out of your just vision of that, man, you got action up in there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you right now, on that farm, it was going down on the state farm on Power 10 like that. Cause I remember the young dude went in there and took the shower. I told y'all about one of these incidents with old big boy. I forget his name. I don't want to call his name. His name begin with H though. I don't keep calling his name. But he was in there doing that, man. And them dudes, dude got up out that shower, man, and went and got his homeboys and they ran down on him. And he was trying not to fight because he didn't want to get locked up. You know what I'm saying? Because he had a lot going on. He was trying not to fight. So he took a couple of blows and dudes was getting ready to jump him, but the old timers weren't going to let him jump because of who he was. He had been there for a long, long time, right? And he had a little bit of respect, but he was a freak mammal for sure. But I can remember another incident, dude get in there with the dude with the shower, man. The dude turn around and the dude, he could literally hear him. He say, I can hear him, I can hear it. And then I look, and this is what he doing. So he said, man, he just got up out the shower, young boy. But he had some type of warrior in him because he played it to the T, because had he said something, he might have, you know what I'm saying, it might have threw the dude off, and the dude might have went and got prepared when you left up out the shower. But by him not saying nothing, he just go get up out the shower, dry himself off, he leave. He go get scrapped up, put his little boots on, put his little state stuff on, get his little lock in the sock tied up, had his little pea shooter with him, and came and pulled that door open and ran down on old boy while he was in the shower and was swinging. Now, old time was had some game with him though. Grabbed him, picked him up, dumped him in the shower. They in there rumbling. He trying to take the junk from him. He trying to get the pea shooter from him opposed to getting the lock in the sock. But old boy was still trying to cluck, but he was getting whooped. You know what I'm saying? He was getting whooped even with the lock in the sock and with the joint. But dude couldn't get the joint up out of him. Cause then he messed around, he on the bottom, he messed around and bit it. Bit him in the chest. And he got the hollering and screaming, and he was able to kick him up off of him and get up. Dude kept slipping and fall down. This is why you had your shoes on. You understand me? He kept slipping and fall down. He took a couple of little, you know what I'm saying, little nicks and scrapes and got clupped a couple of times, but he got away for real, because you know what I'm saying, they ended up squashing the whole joint because he had a whole little mob behind him, which he didn't even go tell. He ain't even go tell him. I ain't gonna say a mob, I say his little city. But them dudes was gonna roll with him because they was like, man, you on some freak stuff, man. You try young, you know what I'm saying? So it was a little situation where other dudes had to come in and talk about it and get it squashed. But he had to take them little pricks he had. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't enough to make him go to medical or nothing because dude had a little pea shooter. But dude wanted to get his point across that, nah, you not going to be doing me like this. And that's what I tell young dudes. They come in the penitentiary, or young dudes is out here and there just trying to go to the penitentiary. Man, you going to have to know these rules. Because once you show any sign of weakness, it's over. So if he wouldn't have never said nothing or did nothing about that, he would turn around and end up being somebody's boy. And even though he ain't had no whole lot of squabbles, he had enough to get his point across, like it's going to be some action messing with me. You understand me? And man, the shower jokes be crazy. I'm telling you, man, you know, you got dudes that get in that shower and they get in there with their state boots on. Yeah, I'm telling you right now, they literally take showers with their state boots on, dog. Get them wet and everything because they usually don't wear their state boots on a day-to-day basis. They usually gonna use their state boots for when they go take a shower or something like that. But they got tennis shoes or they got something else that they done purchased. So they wear them state boots to the shower to send a message to let dudes know, man, I ain't going for nothing. If you go down in here, I'm gonna hold my own. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. That's the message. Then you get these dudes this, I don't know what message they think they be saying, but to me, I always felt like these dudes was nervous perfs. They get in the shower, they keep the boxes on, right? Now I understand, don't nobody want to be naked around grown men, but at the same time, you still got to, you know what I'm saying, you got to wash your sack, man. You got to get clean. I'm not gonna do that because it sends a bad message, you know what I'm saying, to me, to old timers. I think it sends a bad message. It sends some type of message that you got some type of fear. And it ain't nothing for me to go to get in a community shower and get in there and it's 6, 7 showers and you got 3 dudes, 4 dudes in there with their boxes on. But they be young dudes. And I be looking at all of them like they nervous perfs. You know what I'm saying? You got to reach all under your boxes trying to clean yourself off, reach all in the back trying to clean yourself off. Come on, man. You know you're around men. You know this. And then I've been in sports all my life, so I've been in locker rooms all my life. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I understand I'm in a different environment. It's different rules and regulations in here. But I ain't never felt like I'm gonna go get in the zone, even from receiving and have my boxers on. It just sends a message that, you know what I'm saying, that you're a little nervous. And then you got them real life predators in there. They, like I told you, they like a one-on-one, they sniffing dope. If they sniff that fear in you, they gonna try to befriend you. They gonna try to say little things. They trying to cut into you. You know what I'm saying? And these youngins don't know that. And they get in there and they had them boxes on. They don't even realize that's a don't, man. You really making yourself a target to these older dudes that's going to think you scared. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the things about the prison shower too, man. Like I say, talking to each other up in there, wearing them boxes, wearing them boots. Also, dudes will come to their joint and they get up out the shower. And I don't know what they be thinking about with this. A lot of dudes get up out the shower and they get over on the other side and get out the way. Somebody else jump in, but they want to get up there and put the lotion on before they put their clothes and stuff on. Man, you do that in your cell, dog. You sitting up here lotioning up in front of you know what I'm saying, in front of all these naked dudes. What did you talking about? You know what I'm saying? But that be youngins. That be them youngins who don't know the game, don't know the rules. You inviting these dudes to look at you. You inviting these dudes to look at you like you a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of dudes do that, but it usually, like I said, it be younger dudes. You know what I'm saying? It be younger dudes. But then you had dudes too, the super predators. They get up in that shower. Man, you got dudes, man, that would stay up in that shower all day long, waiting for them youngers to come up in the shower. Waiting for them youngers to come up in that shower. Suicide one of. Yeah, gunshot suicide. Suicide one of. He'll be in the shower, man, 3-4 hours. Dudes like, man, what the? And them young dudes go get up in there, and suicide gonna do that stuff. But the thing about it, he gonna have that Bethlehem in there with him. He gonna have it in there somewhere with him. If he ain't got nothing but it laid on the side with a little washcloth over there on the side, he gonna have it in there with him because he knows the potential of the type of things he into, the tomfoolery, the larceny, and the skullduggery that he might try in there, that he might need that. You know what I'm saying? But real old timers like me, I even at a young age, for me, one of the dudes is I'm gonna take that Bethlehem with me to that shower. So it would have been really easy for the police to ever really clap me if they wanted to clap me, or if you let dudes know your moves and how you move. Because if they want to get rid of you, all they got to do is wait for you to go to the shower and then go up and whisper to the people or shoot them a little kite and say, "Man, dude got that knife on him, man. He in the shower," and they run down on you. You see what I'm saying? So when you usually get in the shower, that's a risk you take too, because you try to set it somewhere away from you. Then if they do run in there, they got to prove it's yours. Especially if it's a community shower with other people in there, I'm definitely not gonna claim it. You know what I'm saying? But you also leave it susceptible to somebody else to run over there and grab it. You know what I'm saying? If something pop off, they can run over there and grab it if they know that you got that right there. You see what I'm saying? So it's a dangerous game, man. And it's even more dangerous when you vulnerable because you naked. You know what I'm saying? You vulnerable because you naked. You vulnerable because it's slippery in here. It's wet in here. You got other people in here. Bro, I done been in the shower, man, with dudes. I tell you, dudes that got to fight over talking, man. Over talking. One dude, I was in the joint one time. It's like 5 of us in there, and the dude was like, I ain't saying nothing. I ain't talking. He ain't talking. Another dude ain't talking, but 2 dudes they talking, but they talking about football. And one of the dudes say, "Hey man, y'all can talk about that outside the shower, man. I'm trying to watch my, ASS, man. I ain't trying to hurt none of that." And then the other dude was like, "Man, I mean, ain't nobody talking to you though." He said, "Yeah, but I'm telling you, ain't no talking. And you don't need to be talking in the shower, man." You know what I'm saying? So he was starting to get irate. So old boy was like, "Hey man, hold up." Get up under the water and, go step across got a little lip, step across the lip, like he going to dry off, or maybe he going to get something. I told you dudes had a thing on the side. Old boy just turned around and jumped across that jump and jumped dead on him. What you talking about? What? And they rumbling. Boom, all on the floor. Now what are you gonna do? You in the shower, you naked, you like, man, now you trying to get up out of here. You trying to get over to your Bethlehem. You trying to make sure that you ain't in no situation. Then the noise might be loud, the police might come. It's just chaos with a bunch of naked jokers, dog. With a bunch of naked dudes, man. And you know, now if the police come running up there, you got to, what you gonna do? You gonna hide your Bethlehem? You gonna leave it? You gonna try to get up out there with it? You know, if they come running in there, because you got to wonder if they gonna want to pet you down. Yeah, they will pet you down naked coming up out there. They want to still see what you got. Hey man, woo, if you got a robe on, I mean, what's up? You know, they want to make sure you ain't got nothing. So now you got to leave it so you can lose it by other people's activity. But they rumors in that shower, dog. They make no mistake about that. It can pop off in that shower for many reasons. Dudes is just, they extra in there. And then, like I say, the main thing, that's the number one no in that shower, dog. Don't be in that shower with no erection, dog, with grown men in there. Somebody gonna get at you. Somebody gonna want to hurt you, man. You know what I'm saying? And if you in there with me with it, it ain't no somebody. It's gonna be me. I'm gonna hurt you. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. I'm gonna hurt you. And you literally the had dudes and got in there, man, and actually, you know, start masturbating, man, with 2 or 3 dudes in there. Yeah. I be thinking them dudes is just super duper weirded out, man. And that happened on the farm. Dude up in there with 4, 5 dudes, man, and he started masturbating, man. They massacred him in there, man. Stumped him out. By the time you would have went up to that shower when it was over, they had the hazmat dude up there all day, man. There was so much blood in there, man. They beat the brakes off this Bama, but I think he had mental issues. But I'm letting you know like this, penitentiary and the dudes in the penitentiary don't care nothing about your mental issues. They don't care nothing about what you got going on. They care about what you doing around them, what you doing to oppose them, how you coming at them. That's all they care about. You know what I'm saying? They stumped them out. 2 dudes jumped on, then the other one, they jumped in, they was kicking them, stomping them. Why? Because they told everybody, all of them dudes in the shower told what they did. All of them stomped them out. Left them in there, man. I'm talking about they had to carry them up out there on the stretcher. And everybody's like, man, he'll be here jacking off, man. No, ain't nobody going for that, man. Who that for? What he doing? They said he was literally full on just started doing it. So the mental, man, is certain places you got to know where you at, and you got to understand there ain't no mistakes allowed. Showers, visiting rooms, you know what I'm saying? Places like that where the tension is high. You know, it's high in the shower because you naked. It's high in the visiting room because dudes is around their people. You know what I'm saying? Dudes on the phone, you know, they talking to their peoples. You know what I'm saying? Anything that got something to do with those type of things is high intensity level, man. The potential for violence goes up. There's no mistakes allowed. You know what I'm saying? And then you get dudes that get in the shower. Some of them too, man. They didn't got wrecked up because they get in there and want to talk about how fat the CO is. You know what I'm saying? What you'll do to her. What's that gonna do? You talking about women. You trying to, you know, talk sex talk in the shower where dudes can get an erection. So dudes gonna stop you straight up because they in earshot. Hey man, ain't nobody trying to hear that, bro. I mean, bro, we just talk about the problem. Nah, don't be doing that in the shower, man. Don't do that up in here, man. Take that up out there. Because if nothing else, if you ain't in the conversation, you just listen. What if you get slightly turned on? Ain't nobody in there, you know, effing. Ain't nobody got no women. Unless you got, let's stay into that tomfoolery. Ain't got no women, so they don't even want to hear that, especially when they naked. Don't nobody want to hear that, man. Or how fat this broad was when you was on the street, and how what's that? She looked like this broad I used to say on the street, man. She was a cold freak, boy. Her body shape just like hers. Boy, she used to do this and do that. No, man, shut that up in the shower, dog. Shut that up in the shower, man, for somebody to shut you up. You know what I'm saying? For somebody to shut you up, man. But just little things, man. But the whole myth about you drop the soap, nah, you drop the soap is nasty in that shower, bro. I can't even count how many bars of soap because they hit that flow, they can have it. You know what I'm saying? Then you got some nasty individuals, and y'all may not want to hear this, but it's true. You got some nasty individuals, they'll go get in the shower. They see all these big bars of soap on the floor, they'll pick them up, wash them off, and use them. We caught a Bama doing it one time. He said, "Man, I'm gonna grade it up and use it as soap powder." Bruh, you take an old soap out the shower and you say you're gonna use it as soap powder. You ain't gonna wash yourself. You gonna grade it up because you know they'll take a old can top and put holes in it and just grade it and make soap powder so they don't have to buy soap powder. But out of soap that's been used, my dude. Yeah, man, you got some. Okay, so you ain't gonna use it, but you gonna put it on your clothes, man. It's just weirdness, man, that be going on in the prison, man. Weirdness with them showers, man. Get dudes to get in the shower, man. They'll defecate in the shower, man. If a dude find out you defecated in that shower, man, it's just a matter who gonna get to you first and hurt you. Somebody gonna hurt you. And we had a dude doing it one time on Night Away, man. He was a serious dude doing it, man. Everybody in the power was trying to catch who do it. Dudes start clocking dudes going in the shower. And these single showers. You see what I'm saying? That's what you don't do in the shower, man. You don't supposed to be urinating in the shower. Why everybody gotta take these showers, man? Everybody gotta take these showers, bro. So when dudes catch you doing something like that in them showers, man, somebody gonna take issue with you and somebody gonna want to hurt you, man. But you literally, now imagine that in your mind, dudes urinating in there, dudes defecating in there, dudes masturbating in there. And somebody gonna pick some soap up off of that floor and use it for anything? Man, gunshots. Yeah, but prison life, man, just duck it at all costs, man. And you wanna take a shower by yourself, man, stay at home, man. Stay at home and duck all this wreck, my dude. You know, but anyway, man, I just wanted to drop that on y'all, man. Y'all talk to me in the comments. I talk back, man. If you want the raw dog version, man, make sure you get my membership because I'm giving it up over there raw and uncut. You understand me? All gunshots over there. You know, but big love, man. Y'all make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe, man. Y'all be safe, be smart, make good decisions, man, and stay on the street, man. Take a shower by yourself, man. Ain't it relaxing? Ain't it comfortable? Ain't it good not to have to worry about having a rumble when you're taking a shower at home? Yeah, feel way better.
The Banky special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man. My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.